I'll fit like top shelf's clear. So we're going to have a look at these today, the Harry Potter series. I've been reading these since they came out. Had kind of some beaten up paperbacks when Goblet came out. That was the first one that I actually went down for at midnight for the opening to get. I don't know if that was the first time they did the midnight thing, but that was the first one I went to. I'd just been steadily reading these, kind of reading them and then starting again, and then reading them, and I didn't really stop doing that because I was doing it even when I got Goblet. I didn't really stop doing that until I was given this, The Wasp Factory by Ian Banks, which that's probably my favourite book. So if you were interested in Scottish author, Ian Banks is worth a look at. And this, yeah. Look how beaten up it is. This was in my bag for years, just getting read. Wasp Factory. So sorry. Anyway, the Potter ones I wanted to talk about because you see like a heap of these going up on eBay and stuff, and folk don't really know. I'm still not 100% sure, but folks seem to be chucking anything up there and thinking it's worth money, and you've got to wade through it if you're going on like me looking for something that you want, like an earlier printing, then you've got to wade through what's essentially shit to get to any half decent stuff. So we'll have a look at mine and kind of use that as a gauge for what the deal is. So this one that I've got is the first one, obviously. The first Bloomsbury, I think there was only 1,500 or something. The first two printings for Bloomsbury didn't have the dust covers. So if you see one without a dust cover, it's not necessarily that it's missing it. You might be really lucky and you're onto a really early one. So I think with the third pressing, I don't know. We'll have a look. I got as well when they first started changing up the covers for the paperbacks. I got these from the local bookshop. So I got one of each of those, and I saw these on eBay. Someone was selling a full set of these for 15 quid. So I don't know if anyone would have bought it, but still, you know what I mean. Potter stuff sells. So yeah, this has got the old wizard, young wizard, obviously. The newer printings have got Dumbledore on the back of there. So if you've got a Dumbledore one, chances are it's not worth anything. It's not worth 35 quid if you're putting it on eBay. What the earlier ones really come down to are the issue run numbers in here. So the first printing one, you're looking for Joanne Rowling for the first one. I don't know if this is going to zoom. I think it says there Joanne Rowling. It's before they changed that to JK, and then the number line down here has got to go right down to 1. If it does, you've got a first printing and you are chuffed. So this one goes to 1, but it's not a Bloomsbury, it's Ted Smart they're called. They're sometimes at your work, folk come in with a heap of books and it's like a little book fair kind of thing, and they sit there for a week and everybody puts in their orders if they want any. Well, that's what Ted Smart do, and they kind of buy rights to books that they think are going to do well and print heaps of them and take them around the offices, try and pump them to businessmen and women, excuse me. So this is a Ted Smart one. I don't know if this is worth anything. It's a first, so I mean, considering the other ones there's only 1,500 of them, this, might be something that people will start collecting to try and get an early printing. Oh, by the way, these are the ones you want with this cover. This artist, can't remember what his name is. I don't particularly like it, but these are the original. These are the original books. They did like an adult version, and I wasn't interested. I had these ones anyway, so I kept going. So this is the set you're wanting, really. Yeah, that one. So this is my second one. This is Bloomsbury, you can see. You can get the first three in Ted Smart, I think. They did a little box. A little thing. I got this one out of a charity shop. So, Kate Chalmers, wherever you are, I've got your book. So yeah, I mean, these are just, I kind of just upgrade them whenever I see them. I've got a note. So, come on. It's a 7. So that's first printing, 7th impression. Hardback. It's got to be hardback, really, I think. I don't think the paperbacks are worth anything. But, I mean, 7th impression, I'm getting there. I'll find one day. I mean, I buy these out of kids' sections in charity shops. They generally cost under £1. I think that was 40 pence. Has that got 2? I've got another one. I'm collecting... Yeah, I've got 2 dust covers on this one. I'm collecting a second set. I'm going to be doing 2 second sets, so we'll update you on that, I guess. So I've got an extra dust cover. Third one, arguably my favourite one. It definitely made the best movie, I think. Oh, there goes my bookmark. This one's a 9th impression. So again, I don't really think it's worth a lot, but it's the best one I've found. I think originally I just had paperbacks, and they just got read to death, man. And when I started getting the later ones, Goblet, when I started getting these, I went back and started looking properly for the original ones. This is my one from the time, and this thing's been read and read and read. I mean, look, the front page has got a bit of a head kick. But I think this one, yeah, this is the start of my first editions, and I think this is when they started just writing first edition. So that is the first edition. I think that's got a little bit of value for being a first, but by this point they're printing like millions of these. From after this to the end, you're lucky if you find one that isn't a first edition. I mean, they're probably rarer. So like from now on, like these are the ones that you go in and like order. They've got it sat, you know, like behind the counter, tenner or whatever. It's not worth a tenner. Every charity shop has a couple of these. You know, buy a few if you're wanting to collect decent sets. You know, just do what I do. Write your impressions down, and just start picking them up, and you can kind of. Like, say you had a nice impression with a tear in the dust cover or something, you could get another dust cover off another one, and you're not spending a lot. And I think money does change hands for these if you've got full sets. People are, you know, interested in getting a full set out of you anyway. Order of the Phoenix. This is where it starts really amping up, and you know, people who don't read books were reading these. And reading a lot as well, so I guess in that way it was good for reading. Oh, we've missed a couple, sorry. Order. And before that, she did these 2 for Red Nose Day, I think it was. We all got £1 book tokens at school, and I went down to Village one lunchtime. A mate gave me his one, so I had 2, and these were £1, so cheers school. I got these for free. I think these have been collected together now, and I believe this is being made into a movie. We'll see. These are quite funny though. They're like Harry and Ron's school books. I think that's Harry's. Yeah, it even says on it. Oh, that's the Hogwarts library. So there's all like little doodles and stuff running through them. If you like that kind of stuff. My hometown Bankery gets a mention in the Quidditch Through the Ages. I think we were the worst Quidditch team ever. So, you know, that's 1 point for Bankery. Yeah, so this one, obviously, these were the ones when you started going for... These are all first editions. I don't really think they're that impressive. But these is when you started getting the midnight openings at the shops. And it was decent. I was staying in Aberdeen for the last one, I think I must have been 17 or 18 or something. And I went and got this one. Like, I left the pub to go and get this one, and my mates all thought I was mad going away home. You know, with my case of Tenants to read the new Harry Potter. But I think I took a couple of days off work and everything for this. So yeah, the end ones are all firsties. I don't think there's any value in them. You struggle to find ones that aren't first. But the first 3, 4 maybe. If you can get a goblet, I don't know. I think that's maybe got, 30 quid in it. But these start getting money. These are like hundreds of pounds. I think the first edition of this is just whatever. How much do you want for it? Yeah, so Potters. And then this one came out. I think this one again isn't particularly difficult to find. They did the tale of Beedle the Bard really well in I think it's part 1 of the last movie, the animated sequence. Really good. So yeah, I mean that's just kind of like the last thing until we get that cursed child. I don't know if it's 2 books or 2 parts of the same book in one book. I don't know, but I think we're getting a midnight opening for it. So let's have you get down your local newsagents and get it pre-ordered. So that's kind of the set. I did get, just for banter, I seen this and I thought I'd be as well just having it. This is the American one. It's had its arse kicked, but obviously they changed it from Philosopher to Sorcerer's Stone. Apparently Sorcerer's Stone sounds cooler. Philosopher's Stone sounds dorkier, I guess. Who wants to be a philosopher when you can be a sorcerer? So yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't think it's anything. 42nd. It's printed in Mexico. First American edition apparently, but there's lots of numbers above it. I think the last number there's 42, but it does go to 1, so I don't know. If anybody knows what that is, leave a comment, let me know. So yeah, that's my Potters. The rest of the top shelf there is Rowling's other books. Casual Vacancy was okay. The TV show, they did a TV show with it and it was really good. And Cuckoo's Calling, the Cormoran Strike detective novels, they're properly kicking off now. I was unsure, but yeah, really chuffed with them. 2 and 3 especially were great. So we'll wait and see. Apparently we're getting TV show for that as well. Oh, just dig this out. They've just started, and apparently they're going to do them all. So this is exciting, and these are actually already earning money. The Harry Potter illustrated edition. This guy, Jim Kay, has gone through and done a load of paintings, and yeah, apparently he's doing them all. So if this is the size of Philosopher, God knows what Hallows is going to look like. But this is a first one, but the first one's weird. It's not just like a straight number run. I'll see if I can... I looked this up online, so I'm maybe not being the final word here, but if you've got that number line... Stop flashing, please. Don't have an epi, anybody. But if you've got that number line, then you've got a firstie. And they were already making money. I think they're 15 quid off the stands, but they're on to like the 3rd print already, so see if you can find a first one, because they're already... That's the sort of thing, that's like the premium, you know what I mean? It's like if you can't get your first, Old Wizard first edition, you're going to want something nice like that. So maybe in the future that'll be where the coins are. But I'll probably end up getting all of those if they do the thingy. I don't know how to read them though. I mean, they're huge, aren't they? But I mean, it's not something you can be lying in bed with, is it? But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm going to put these back. So cheers.